And happy Wednesday to everyone. Welcome to DiSanto Field on the campus of Case Western Reserve University for this afternoon's men's soccer matchup between the host school, the Spartans of Case Western, against the Pioneers of Marietta College. Marietta comes into today's contest off a loss in their last game on Saturday. They were at Roanoke, and actually it was a tie. They had lost 2 in a row before the Roanoke game. They had lost to Bridgewater, and they lost to Franciscan 4-1 to Love, and then they tied in a scoreless tie against Roanoke. They are 2-3-1 overall on the season. The Spartans are here this afternoon off a win here at DiSanto Field on Sunday afternoon. They knocked off Stockton 3-2. In a match that they trailed 1-0 and 2-1 and finished with back-to-back goals to take the win 3-2. They are 3-2 overall on the season. In goal this afternoon for the Spartans will be the junior 5'11" from Westerville, Ohio, played his high school soccer at Westerville South, Stephen Villardo. And in goal for Marietta this afternoon, the sophomore 6'1" from Wilmington, North Carolina, J.T. Hoggard High School, it's Andrew Stein. The Spartans in their home white, trimmed in blue numbers across their chest and on their back. Marietta in their road deep blue, trimmed in white T-shirts underneath and white numerals on their back. Marietta, they are coached by Joe Bergen. Joe's in his 12th season at his alma mater, graduated in 1986, and he has 88 wins, 103 losses, and 17 ties in the 12 seasons at Marietta. The Spartans are coached by Carter Poe. Poe's in his 5th year, and he has led this Case Western team to back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances. The Spartans in their last 2 years, 20 wins, 6 losses, and 8 ties in those 2 straight NCAA appearances. Spartans with the ball in the Marietta end. Starters in the midfield this afternoon for Case Western, as Villardo will handle it for the Spartans. Midfield starters for Case Western: Camden Larson, a junior from Mount Airy, Maryland; Lucas Delacus, a senior from Vienna, Virginia. Pluschek and Landefeld are also in the mid for Case Western Reserve. This is Larson with the ball back to his goalie. Apostolides is a defender. That's Cormac with the ball in his foot now. Kellen Landefeld, we'll mention him a lot today. He's a grad student out of Michigan State. Landefeld has led this charge. Ball centered, and it will be a corner kick for the Spartans. Spartans scored 3 goals against Stockton. 2 of those goals were penalty kicks. The 2 penalty kicks were the first 2 penalty kicks the Spartans have not only had this year in their 5 overall matches, they were the first 2 that they had overall in last year as well. Talked to Carter Poe about that pregame today, and he just kind of shook his head and shrugged his shoulders on how they got no penalty kicks a year ago. Ball centered, nice little side kick that is recovered. Cameron Thayer kicked it. Andrew Stein gathered it in at goal for Marietta. So the Pioneers on the year have scored just 4 goals. 4 goals in 6 games. Lee Miller leads Marietta with 2 goals. Eli Swirsky and Ben Beckman each have a goal apiece. In the back end for the Spartans, Cameron Thayer. Thayer and Washington. Philip Washington does a real nice job of getting his team into an offensive flow. It's Philip with the headshot to keep it in. Far touchline, Spartans with the soccer ball. Spartans will try to work the ball, if they can, in the middle to Kyson Kroger. Kyson, a senior forward out of Keller, Texas. Kyson is the leading scorer on this team so far after 5 matches. He's got 4 goals and 8 points in 5 matches. Spartans and the Pioneers gathering outside the box. Landefeld sails it into Stein. So Andrew Stein will bring it back out for the Pioneers. Pioneers on the flip side, they've only scored 4 times, but they have given up 7 goals on the season. Spartans have given up just 4. Landefeld will throw it in. Just underway here from DiSanto Field. It's a doubleheader afternoon on the campus of Case Western, doubleheader of soccer. The women will play against Mount Union following this one at 7:30. Good defense by the Spartans that time by Camden Larson. Larson protected his goalkeeper, and Stephen Villardo was thankful for it. So it's Chara and Larson, Villardo. In the backside, this is Washington with the ball in his foot. Cam Larson, one of those very reliable players for head coach Carter Poe. Villardo in goal today for the second match in a row. He was a winner against Stockton in that 3-2 win for the Spartans. He has split time this year with Bradley Winter. Winter has dominated the minutes, 270 to Villardo's 180. Spartans on a break, and it's an offside, so that one's going to come the other way. But Winter's injured right now, so Villardo is the guy. Steven in goal. He's played 4 games, 180 minutes. He's given up 3 goals. This is Christopher Rodriguez, a defender for the Pioneers, and he'll play catch with Villardo. Chala up the field to Pluschek. Ball back in the middle. That was Kroger trying to control it at midfield. Pioneers with it on their foot. Yarwood near the touchline on the near side. Hyder has it stolen. This is Pluschek with it, and there's a Spartan down. I can't tell because of the way the player is laying what the number is. So I hesitate to take a guess to identify. Nice round of applause here at DiSanto Field. That's Ashton McNally, the first-year forward out of Fairfax, Virginia. Ashton had a super match on Sunday, and it was his goal, actually, that ended up being the game winner, his first of the season. Ashton scored in the end that the Spartans are now defending in the second half of that match with Stockton. Brandon Kim will come in. He'll replace McNally. Kim, a senior out of Columbus. Played his high school soccer at Worthington Kilbourne. So Ian Yarwood, the senior midfielder, waits, and Ian will hand it off to the Spartan goalkeeper. That's Villardo. So Stephen will start the play. Villardo clears it down the field, and aggressively charging out is the goalkeeper for Marietta, Andrew Stein. Apostolides fighting for control. And the Pioneers will have the soccer ball. Right on the D of DiSanto Field. Walking over to control the ball is Heiberger. This is Gavin Heiberger, a sophomore midfielder. Heiberger wears number 22. Northeastern Ohio athlete from Elyria High School. His Pioneers gather just outside the box. Heiberger will cross it, and that one sails over everything. There in Washington, up to Kim. This is Brandon Kim on the touchline far side, right in front of both benches. DiSanto Field is surrounded by residence halls. Absolutely beautiful setting for a college sporting event. Soccer here, men's and women's, football, track and field. Baseball field is just north, just on the other side of the residence halls. And just west of the residence halls and a little north is Mather Park, the softball complex. If you are a Spartan athlete, you are fortunate indeed with the facilities here at Case Western Reserve. So Washington will throw it in. Spartans with the ball on the touchline far side. And they'll say that Kyson Kroger was offside. We didn't really get a chance to see Kyson in action on Sunday. They defended, they meaning Stockton, him very well. Never really got a look. Spartans scored 3 goals, 2 were on penalty kicks. And those are almost freebies. Apostolides trying to play some defense, and helping him out was Chala. Steal up front. That was Larson. Camden tries to control. In and out of the reach of Brandon Kim. Charging is Andrew Stein, and he clears it down the field. Philip Washington will check in, control, and bring it up for the Spartans. This is Washington, ball on his foot. Spartans in control in the passing lanes. They want to move the ball up the field, but they don't want to just boot it. They are very deliberate in their approach. Case Western will keep it. Cameron Thayer will hand it off to his teammate Phil Washington, and Philip will throw it in right back to him. This is Villardo. Thayer and Washington. Far side. Philip had it and lost it. Here come the Pioneers. Very much like the Stockton match on Sunday, the Spartans have controlled the soccer ball. Villardo out top. Glancing header for the Spartans. Chala looking to his left to Apostolides. Now in the middle, it's Landefeld. Kellen was real in control on Sunday in that midfield spot. He really. Direct header. And Philip Washington, a swing and a miss with his head as he went up to control that soccer ball. 2 games here this afternoon. We're 12 minutes into this first one. Men play now. The women will follow against Mount Union College. That match set to kick off at 7:30. But then the sun will be down. It is an absolutely beautiful day here in northeastern Ohio. What a fall, what a start to the fall we have had here in September. Scoreless game. Just over 12 minutes in. A break for the Spartans. And the glancing pass gets deflected. And the Spartans will reset. Apostolides along with Landefeld. Kellen got knocked down, and he's going to get back up. And hand the ball over to his teammate Adam Pluschek. This is Landefeld with it. The Michigan State grad student. Kellen hands on his knees. Larson and Pluschek standing about 30 yards away from him. He'll center it to the box. Direct header for the Pioneers, keeps it out. Effort in the middle. And Marietta will control it. Pluschek, along with Apostolides and Landefeld. Running for it for the Spartans as it goes out of bounds, and Pioneers will have it. Washington efforting it to his teammate Kyson Kroger. And Delakis will bring it through. Delakis to Landefeld. They'll bring it on top to Chala. Controlling Apostolides. Apostolides got grabbed on the shoulder and thrown to the ground. Spartans will keep it. That foul on Heiberger. Landefeld's kick, good one. Activity in the box, and the Pioneers keep it out. Larson's going to try to control it for the Spartans. It goes out of bounds off a Pioneer. So heading all the way over to the corner is Kellen Landefeld, the grad student out of Livonia, Michigan. I mentioned he was from Michigan State. His mom and father both played for the Spartans, soccer. His mom, Maura, his dad, Doug. So Kellen's going to kick it in. A lot of positioning inside the 6-yard box right now. Landefeld's going to get this one back. Kellen with the left foot had it and lost it. Here come the Pioneers. They have not had much activity in the Spartan end today. And this one will get cleared out by Velardo. So good job running that Pioneer offense off. Cormac Apostolitis, defender for the Spartans, doing a real nice job. Cormac number 4. Cormac will body up against Reggie Grayek, their senior midfielder. And throwing it in is Ian Yarwood. Yarwood looks for Grayek. Hyder had it and lost it. Spartans will now get it. This is Landefeld. Sends it back to Chara. Nice passing by Case Western. They'll move it up the field and then lose it. Scoreless game right now. We are 18 minutes into the first half. Spartans are trying to win for the 4th time in their last 5 games. Marietta hasn't won since the first week of September. September 7th, they won 2-0 at East Mennonite. Started the year with a loss to Chatham, won 2 in a row. They knocked off Washington Jefferson 1-0, beat East Mennonite 2-0, and then since that time they have not won. That spans 3 matches, 2 losses, and a tie. Landefeld. This is Philip Washington. That touch line far side. Kellen and Washington, they bring it back to the middle. Releasing, this is Kroger. Kyson is not going to get there. Pass too strong, and that's Stein with it. Pioneers will control it. And they have not done a lot of that. This has been a Spartan match so far in every way but the scoreboard. We're scoreless. You know, the Spartans doing an outstanding job on the defensive end. That was Larson keeping the ball off the foot of Ian Yarwood of Marietta. And they're doing it today, this afternoon, without probably their best defensive player. Their senior, their first team All-University Athletic Association player, Josh Cook. Josh is not playing today. He's got a bad hamstring. And his teammates and his coach hoping that is not a lingering thing. As I said, first team All-UAA a year ago. Brandon Kim. Kim was thinking about leading Kroger. Pioneers will have a soccer ball. Ball on his right hip coming over to the touchline is Sam Holthouse. Sam, the junior out of University School. Holthouse eyes the field in front of him. And coming up in direct header, taking it away for the Spartans was Cameron Thayer. Thayer sends it back. Pioneers will have it. They'll have it out near their own bench. They'll throw it in from the far touchline. Coming up and trying to steal it. Playing defense for Case Western is Larson. Spartans will play a zonal type defense. You won't see a lot of chasing the ball. You'll see a lot of playing zone spaces. I mean, they'll attack the ball on the first foot. They'll go get it when it's in their zone, but they're not running from zone to zone. So this is Yarwood, number 3. Yarwood from West Branch High School in Beloit. Beloit, Ohio. Trying to head it, keeping it in, but not successful. Is Thayer. So Taj Hyder will have a corner kick for the Pioneers. Now, this was an area that the Spartans were not good at on Sunday. This set piece, they were 0 for 2 against Stockton. Stockton was very successful on the corner kicks. And that effort's turned away, so Case Western will have the soccer ball back. Villardo back there in goal with his teammates in front of him is a pretty neat story this year. He's a junior. As a sophomore, he logged only 15 minutes in goal. And as a first-year player, just 21. As I pointed out coming into today's match, Stevens already got 180 minutes in goal. Played his club soccer down in Columbus for the Crew Academy. And doing a real nice job for head coach Carter Poe. Spartans trying to steal it. Pluschek giving everybody all sorts of trouble. Attacking was Apostolitis. Now coming up is Chara. Down, back up again. Landefeld, ball on his foot. The methodical passing for Case Western is really something to watch. Beautiful footwork. Lucas Delakis keeps it alive. Pluschek. Cross pass. Now on that far touchline in the corner with it is Brandon Kim. Spartans trying to find the middle, trying to find something where they can get a clean look. Landefeld working hard in the middle of the field. He's going to get some help. Pluschek and Landefeld out there along with Delakis. Now that's Kroger chasing the soccer ball. Kyson getting his steps in. "25 minutes gone almost in this opening half from Case Western Reserve. Scoreless. Spartans and the Pioneers of Marietta College. This is Pluschek. Pluschek left to the box, try to get it across in front, and it's cleaned out by the Pioneers. Nice job on defense by Marietta. Real nice job by Braulio Rosas Klaus, their junior midfielder. Klaus cleared that. Pluschek again. Delakis and Larson. Chara will chase this. Ishwar Chala will kick it back to his goalie. This is a Marietta team that coming into today had given up 6 goals in their last 3 games. Their defense midway through this first half has been outstanding. Spartans have been patient, deliberate, waiting for their opportunity. As of yet, there hasn't really been a good one. Landefeld will have it. Spartans will keep it. Cormac's going to come over and get it. Apostolisis. Cormac will throw it in. He and Pluschek will control. Larson's kick goes out of bounds. Pioneers will have it. 18:30 left in this first half. Yarwood looked at Heiberger, and a direct headshot for the Spartans on defense. Yarwood gets it back with a direct head of his own. Landefeld, 3 in a row. Kellen's got it. This is Philip Washington. Back to Landefeld. Kellen filling that right side. Kroger, shot on goal! And a good lead and a rebound by Pluschek. And Adam Pluschek will get the first goal of the afternoon for the Spartans. Boy, Kroger made it happen. Pluschek finished it off. 17:38 left in the first half. And the Spartans are up 1-0. That happened in an eyelash. That was fast. So for Pluschek, that is Adams' first goal of the season. He had an assist so far this year, but that's his first goal. The assist by Kyson Kroger, and that's Kyson's first assist. 1-0 Spartans. Child is going to come over, chest it, take it. Now controlling is Cameron Thayer in the middle of the field. Villardo near touchline. Pluschek with it. Ball on his left foot. Right foot pass. Trying to chase it down. Looking to center it for the Spartans. Setting up. Looking good. And maybe wasting a little bit too much time making that play happen. Spartans will have it. Everybody's going to come down, get set up. When the ball goes into that far touchline corner, with the way the sun is hitting the field right now in the late afternoon, and the shadows are falling and the reflection off the turf, it is almost impossible to see the white jerseys. Landefeld will corner kick it in. A lot of positioning going on in front of the net. Somebody trying to win the ball. Left footer sails over everything, and the Pioneers will have it. Now in for Case Western, number 33, the first-year midfielder Owen Guffey. Owen out of Webster Groves High School in St. Louis, Missouri. Owen wears number 33. He had extended minutes in that win on Sunday. Guffey playing catch with Pluschek. Pluschek, Guffey, along with Apostolitis, and they'll clear it all the way back to Chara. They'll reverse the field. Chara in the middle. Pluschek on his left, and he's got Thayer on his right. Ball on his foot is Guffey. Now with it is Delacus. Delacus forward, and that is easy money. Easy money for the main goal scorer. Goal by Kyson Kroger. Beautiful passing for the Spartans. So suddenly, in the last 3 minutes, the Spartans have taken a scoreless defensive battle, and they have dominated. Dominated for 3 minutes, and they've got 2 goals on the board. That was so easy, so it was bizarre how easy that was. It was like everybody stood still and just watched Kroger go in and just left-foot it. So for Kyson, that is his 5th goal on the year. He's got 5, and 5 of his teammates have 1. 30 minutes gone in this first half. The Spartans have now outscored their opponents. They're on a 4-0 run. They were down 2-1 to Stockton. Scored the last 2 goals of that match on Sunday. Have started the match here this afternoon with 2 goals in a row. So they're on a 4-0 run right now. Cormac will inbound it. Cormac's going to throw it in. Apostolitis, the sophomore out of Chicago. Looking, and he's just going to throw it back to Chara. Ishwar Chara. Ishwar solid in that back end. He is playing defense today in place of his teammate, senior Josh Cook. Cook's out with a hamstring. He will not play tonight. So Chala, the grad student, getting extended time back there. Charlie Wittenberg has checked in for Case Western. Charlie wears number 17. He's a senior. Apostolitis with it. Back to Chala. Chala's going to bring it back to Stephen Villardo in goal, and they'll reverse the field. Phil Washington, far touchline. Spartans on the move. This is Charlie Wittenberg coming up. Stealing it is Guffey. Chala with the right foot over to Apostolitis, midfield, near touchline. Cormac surveying the field. A little give and go here with Wittenberg. And Cormac forgot to go. Gave it and stopped running. Two 2-0 Spartans. 12 minutes left in this opening half. 2 games here today. This one, the men's game. And then tonight at 7:30 under the lights at DiSanto, the women will match feet with Mount Union College. Apostolitis and Landefeld. Now it's Chara. They'll reverse field. Phil Washington. Philip Washington and Chara in the back end with Thayer. Apostolitis chasing it down but not getting it will be Amir Oase. One goal was scored 17:38 left in the half. The next one was scored 14:52 left in the half. So real quick, one after another. We got a Spartan down, and they'll stop play. Second Spartan down earlier, Ashton McNally went down. He went down on the near side here by the touchline, and he has not returned. And I can't tell who the player is. It almost looks like it's Kellen Landefeld, but I can't say that for certain. So Case Western into this match today, already down two key players. One, their senior first-team All-UAA defender, Josh Cook, out with a hamstring. Two, their guy in goal logging the most minutes this year, Bradley Winter, missing his second straight match. And now a third player down on the field. In the deep dark shadows of this now approaching late afternoon. The vantage point that I have here from the press box really kind of gives you a great idea on what it's like in baseball, specifically here in Cleveland. And that is Landefeld. That's Kellen rather. He's standing up, and that's a good sign that he's walking off by himself. But in the afternoon games, specifically in October in the playoffs, when the pitcher is throwing out of the shadows to the batter in the batter's box who's in the sunshine, and they talk about how difficult that is to identify the ball coming out of the shadows, just trying to identify the player in the shadows with the sunlight reflecting off the field in front of them here is very difficult. Can't imagine what it's like trying to hit a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from 60 feet 6 inches. Identify and hit. So Kellen's off. We hope he returns quickly. His teammates are ready to go, and so is Marietta. Stein will start it with a rollout to his mate in the back end. This match almost entirely has been played in control by Case Western Reserve University. This is Quinn Flashpolar. Quinn's wearing number 5, run in the middle. Quinn's in for Kellen Landefeld. Flashpolar, a grad student, midfielder from Oxford, Ohio. Went to DePaul High School. Two players in for Marietta. Pat Williamson, number 8, a sophomore. And Mason Landis, a senior midfielder. In for the Spartans, Oda Kamaya. Oda, a sophomore midfielder from California. Torrance, California. This is Yarwood with a strong heel kick controlled by the Spartans. And now really in control with Cormac Apostolitis, Chara, and Thayer. Chasing it down is Amir Awis. Two nothing Spartans. About 37 minutes gone in this first half. Just over 8 left. Washington looking for defense. Stealing it is Guffey. Guffey got in the middle of the Pioneer plans. Cormac, Apostolitis, ball on his left foot. Up to Wittenberg. Charlie got knocked over as the ball went out of bounds. Charlie will throw it in. Wittenberg will hand it off to Apostolitis, and Cormac will do the duties. Char looks back at his goalkeeper. Across the field to Thayer. Cameron up to Philip Washington in front of his mates on that far side touchline. Philip, ball on his right foot. Quinn Flashpolar and Philip playing catch. That's soccer ball behind everybody. Washington's going to throw it in. Ishwar Chara thought about going up the middle. He'll go back to his goalkeep. Velardo will set the offense. Here comes Philip Washington with it. Washington looks to the mid, goes to the mid to Kaima. Chara now, ball on his left foot. Right kick. Charlie Wittenberg controls. Cormac Apostolitis had it, lost it, fighting for it back. And the Spartans are going to have it. Good aggressive play at the feet of Apostolitis, seeing Christopher Rodriguez tying it up. This is Philip Washington. Hayden Fisher. That's Hayden down there, number 21 for Case Western. I think, check that. Not 21. It's 20. Amir Awais. Charlie Wittenberg, near side touchline. Looking mid. Finds a space, open space. Action in front. Oh! Centered, alive, still going. Spartans with a shot. Amir Awais didn't go. Left footer. Knocked out of bounds. Wow! There was some activity in front of the net. If you're Andrew Stein, you're taking a deep breath right now. Whew! Stein's lucky to get out of that without giving up a goal. The blitz was on. Oda Kamaya will kick it. Near corner. Direct header, indirect header, almost two headers in a row. It was one pass off the head to another, and it almost went in for the Spartans. That was pretty. Just over 4:20 left in this opening half. Philip Washington fighting for the ball right now. I don't think he has sat a second in this opening half. He has been steady on that side of the field for Coach Carter Poe. Flash Polar controls to Apostolitis, and they'll reverse the field. Chara over to Thayer. Cameron will look to Philip Washington, and that's exactly what they do. Washington to the middle of the field to McLaren Baggett. Baggett, the junior out of Cape Coral, Florida. Brett Dixon comes in for the Pioneers. Dixon, a sophomore out of Lebanon, Ohio. So Dixon checks in, his team down 2-0 here in this opening half. 42 minutes into the opening half. Flash Polar with good defense on that far touchline. Pioneers will keep it. They'll throw it in. And they lost it on the throw-in. Went off the foot of Harry James. And here come the Spartans. This is Chara. Ishwar with a long left foot kick controlled by Marietta. Deflected header from Connor Harum to Stein in goal. And with it is Fournier. Right side, this is Dixon. And Apostolides steals it. Chest bump in the middle of the field by Oase. Marietta controlling for a moment, and they haven't had many of those moments. 2 minutes left in this opening half. It has been dominated in every way by Case Western Reserve. Washington will attack. Marietta pulls back. Nice steal. Marietta got it back. Pioneers rifled a shot. It was blocked early by Cameron Thayer, the outstanding defender for the Spartans. Corner kick for Marietta is coming up. Batar Michbaristic brings it in. He'll have it back. Direct header clears it out for the Spartans. That was Apostolides with it. Followed by teammate Quinn Flaspollers. And a sliding tackle. Stealing the ball is Cormac Apostolides. Cormac has fun. Five seconds left. Spartans just going to let this one wind out. First half comes to a close. It is Case Western Reserve 2, Marietta nothing. Spartans with 2 goals in that first half. Pluschek scored the first one. 17:38 left in the half. And then Kyson Kroger, who assisted on the Pluschek goal, scored the second less than 3 minutes later. And that's where we stand. 15-minute halftime break. We'll take it. And we'll be back with the final 45 next. Welcome back for the start of the second half here at DiSanto Field. Case Western at halftime over the Pioneers of Marietta. 2-0. The goals scored by the Spartans. First one came in the 27th minute. It was a goal by Adam Pluschek, his first. It was assisted by Kyson Kroger, and that was Kyson's first assist. Second goal came 2.5 minutes later in the 30th minute. It was scored by Kyson Kroger. That's Kyson's team-leading fifth, and it was assisted by Lucas Delakis, Lucas's third assist on the season. Those are the two goals. It's 2-0 Spartans. Case had 7 shots in that opening period. The Marietta Pioneers had just one shot. They were completely dominated defensively by that Spartan defense. And if you look at the stat sheet at halftime, as the Pioneers will control it as we open this second half, and a steal, almost a steal, by Pluschek. That would have been a shot point blank by Adam Pluschek if he would have completed that steal. If you look at the stats in the first half, you see why the defense was so good. Because for Coach Carter Poe, he believes in that back end, Cameron Thayer, Ishwar Chala, along with Velardo in goal, and then Cormac Apostolides, and then Philip Washington kind of mid. But all five of those, if you count the goalie, Stephen Velardo, all 5 players, Washington, Apostolides, along with Thayer, Chala, and Velardo, played all 45 minutes, every second of the first half. And their work is played out on the scoreboard with a shutout after 45 minutes. So if you're Marietta, step one is controlling the soccer ball, because they weren't able to do that in the first half. And then if they can control it in any kind of sustainability, maybe they have an opportunity to score. Spartans trying to stay where they're at. Maybe amp up that defense even a little bit more. Marietta patient in the back end. Women's game will follow. The women's match will follow. Sliding and taking the ball out of bounds is Cormac Apostolides. Women are set to go at 7:30 tonight here at DiSanto Field. They'll play Mount Union, though. Men are playing Marietta. Women will play Mount Union. There was very little activity for Stephen Velardo. Only one official shot by Marietta. Apostolides for a second. Let's talk about Cormac in that back end as a defender. He's a sophomore from Chicago, 6'1". Mentioned Cormac a lot today. He's majoring in computer science and finance here at Case Western. A year ago, in his debut season as a Spartan, he appeared in just 2 matches, 23 total minutes of playing time. This year, you can't get him off the field. Played 45 minutes in the opening half. That's typical. Bodying up now, Cormac on that far touchline. Apostolides wears number 4. And he calls for the ball to be sent back to Velardo. Spartans do that. They switch fields, switch side of the field to Washington. Brandon Kim. And the Spartans will just clear it out. Marietta looking for a seam in that zonal defense that the Spartans have played so well. It has been hard to crack in this match this afternoon. Kim and Delakis and Kroger with an eye on the soccer ball right now. Landefeld joined the party. This is Pluschek. Spartans will have it. Chala will reverse the field. Going to come all the way over to us and Philip Washington. Near side touchline. This is Kim with it. Kim right side, looking to the middle. Kim left foot. Left foot shot, curl, and it sails high of the net. Boy, he had a good look. He had a wide open look. Yeah, a little too much gas on that left foot. Fair with it. He'll look to the middle. Now he'll send it back to the left. Back end for the Spartans. Velardo out to Philip Washington. Ball on his right foot. A glancing header. And they'll say the Spartans were offside. Kroger doing a real nice job on the glancing pass off his head to Pluschek, but offsides is the call. Postolitis with the throw-in. 8 minutes gone in this second half. Pioneers will go far side. Firm header from Harem. Connor's going to get it back. Fighting with Kim for the soccer ball. And they'll allow Andrew Stein to redirect the offense. Here comes Marietta. Hyber with it. He's got it far touchline. Midfield. Delakis looks left, goes left. Pluschek. Ball on his foot, left, right. Good footwork. Delakis in the middle. Spartans with a look. Touch. Pass. Shot. Nothing. Hands on heads. Spartans had a look. Had a real good look. Couple of them. Landefeld in the middle, trying to get it back for Case Western. Him and Brandon Kim working hard. Heiberger cleared it for Marietta. Spartans won it back. Off the chest, looking forward, and they'll bring that one back. Good look, good lead. Once again, Pluschek and Kroger in the middle. Ten minutes gone, second half. Spartans up 2-0. 2 goals in that first half. One came at the 27-minute mark by Adam Pluschek, assisted by Kyson Kroger. And then the second one came less than 3 minutes later. This one was Kroger. Kyson got the goal, and he was assisted by Lucas Delakis. That's been it. About 55 minutes of soccer played so far, and everything happened in a 2.5-minute time period. That's Kim had it, lost it. Lee Miller took it. Miller looking for his teammate, that's Connor Harum. And they'll clear it back to their goalie, Andrew Stein. Kim. There in Landefeld and Washington. Little triangle. Phillip to give and go. He's got it. Ball on his foot, working hard. Comes back. Little hesitation. Lost it. Near touchline, Phillip's going to throw it in. 33 minutes, 30 seconds left in this match. Landefeld with some nice footwork. Larson in the middle. Delakis, left foot. Pass, shot, blocked. Spartans again. Kyson, no. How about one more time? Left foot. Kim almost had it, lost it. Here's Landefeld. Back to Kroger. Kyson centers it. He'll fight for it back. Washington with Landefeld. Kellen's got it. He'll control, and they'll bring it back out. Reset. Spartans have had a couple of real nice looks early in this second half. They're going to back it all the way up to Steven Villardo. That one went right through Brandon Kim's legs. Thayer will send it back to Villardo. Amir waits for it. This is Amir with the soccer ball. Far touchline in the middle of the field now. Spartans right in front of that Marietta bench. Pioneers going to throw it in. 31:50 left to play. Spartans up 2-0. Trying to win their third match in 4. After opening the year with a loss to Otterbein, Case Western, they lost to Otterbein 1-0. That's Kim with the steal. Delakis will control it. After losing 1-0, they knocked off Worcester 4-zip, knocked off Lycoming 1-0. Lost to Trine 1-0 here at DiSanto. That goal by Trine came with 12 seconds left in a scoreless match. And then they knocked off Stockton with 2 unanswered, 3-2 on Sunday. So if they can hold on and win this one, they have won 4 of their last 5, actually. Washington will bring it up. Midfield, lead pass, fighting for it, and charging hard coming out of the goal is Andrew Stein. Stein will handle it again. Pioneers trying to find a way to become relevant on the offensive end. They started out this second half with some activity on that Spartan end, but that's been it. Some activity. Good steal. This is Washington taking a look at the landscape in front of them. Back to Thayer. Let's talk about Cameron for a second. Sophomore defender. Wears number 13. Doing a solid job. Played in 3 matches a year ago for Case Western as a first year. He made his debut in September a year ago. Early September against Defiance. A match that the Spartans won 3-0. Spartans on their end are in the Marietta end, actually. So Cameron, from 3 games during his first year to just rock solid on that defensive side for the Spartans this year in his sophomore season. McCaskey High School in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This is Thayer. Stays in the middle of that defense. Kim. Here comes Kellen with it. Landefeld looking for somebody to chase it down, and aggressively charging and sliding and clearing it is Andrew Stein. Kyson Kroger was a heartbeat away from just waltzing in and tapping one in for his second goal of the afternoon. Left side, shot on across the net. Shot across, and it sails out. Pioneers will get it back. Up next for the Spartans, they'll travel to Denison on Saturday. They'll take on Denison in an afternoon game, 1 o'clock. Next time they're home here at DiSanto will be Wednesday night. Week from tonight. They'll take on John Carroll. The women play tonight here at 7:30. After this game, we'll pause for a little bit. Spartans will get ready to take on the Purple Raiders of Mount Union. Landefeld working with Larson in the middle. Coming to get it, Lee Miller. Miller going to go right back to his mate, Andrew Stein, in the goal. Stein brings it out. That's Heiberger with it. Thayer. Back to Landefeld. Kellen had thoughts of the middle. Here come the Pioneers. Stepping up, stealing it was Pluschek. Pluschek far side, touchline. Now in the corner. Looked at Delakis, lost it. Getting it back was Larson. Cam, high shot off the crossbar of the goalpost. That sailed over the soccer crossbar and hit the goalpost. Good effort. 20 minutes gone in this second half. It's Spartans 2, Pioneers nothing. Oh, and Guffey checks in for Case Western, the first-year midfielder. Guffey wearing number 33. Also in for the Spartans, number 5, Quinn Flaspoler. One item of note, storyline, early in the match, Ashton McNally, the first-year forward, went down with an injury. Unless I've missed it, he has not returned. Kellen Landefeld was down for a bit, but he has certainly returned. In the game in the middle with the ball on his foot is Karifa Trioria. Karifa Trioria, a first-year midfielder from Katy, Texas. This is Washington for the Spartans. Now it's Philip Flasteris. Flasteris in Washington. Touchline, right side. Flasteris, right corner. Crossing pass. Guffey's there. Shot almost went in. Oh, and Guffey on it, his left foot had it, and it just went past the far post. Spartans have been in complete control of this soccer match. Amir Weiss back in for the Spartans on the defensive side. He was outstanding in the first half. Actually, they got Amir up. He's playing up now. Ball went off his foot. Marietta with the throw-in. Middle of the field, Case Western. Near touchline, it's Washington. Washington working with Flasteris. Flasteris is going to get it back, right side. Good movement. Right to left, looking for a left footer. Clears, center. Beautiful pass. Guffey again. Left footer, and it's scooped up by Andrew Stein. Boy, Spartans have done a nice job of moving that ball to the middle. They have had 2 back-to-back real good looks and shots by Owen Guffey. Pioneers down 2-0. They're staying patient, though. And there's an awful lot of time left. We've got 21 minutes left in this match. Guffey going to send it back to Thayer. Cameron looks left and reverses. And Villardo will send it left. Left and right. Spartans had it and lost it. Here's an opportunity. Marietta with the soccer ball and just flat out tripping over it, trying to get touchy with his foot skills. Gavin Heiberger lost it. Washington will bring it up. Phillip by the defense. Phillip Lee, this is Flesteris, right side, centers it, and charging out and stealing it is Andrew Stein. Stein controls, here come the Pioneers. Spartans again. In the middle, Ishwa had it and lost it. That was Amir Awais. Lucas Stalakis will take a seat. And I think it's Oda Kamaya that has come in, number 27. There is a Pioneer down. Actually, it's 27. Kamaya. So Ota is in. The Pioneer that was down, but running off is Sean Fournay. Just over 15 minutes gone in this second half. Spartans holding on to a 2-0 lead. They got both goals in the first half. They got both goals 2.5 minutes apart midway through that first half. Other than that, it's been a lot of up and back, mostly controlled by Case Western. Awais with it. Awais on his own. Awais, right foot in front of the net. Coming up and almost knocking it in that time for the Spartans was Flash Polar. Guffey's going to have it. He'll send it far side. Postolitas shot on goal. Sails the net. That Spartan defense, you got Kamaya, you've got Flash Polar on that far touchline. Just wouldn't let Marietta even get a look inside. So they cleared it all the way back. Now they'll come back. This is Flash Polar. Quinn with it. Philip Washington looks right and he goes right, and this is Ian Manns. Manns wearing number 3, sophomore, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Velardo sends it downfield. Flesteris, right side. Philip likes it over there. Guffey to the middle, looking to Vlasteris. Phillips going to come up, right footer, and it sails across the front. Philip Vlasteris, the sophomore, number 16, local boy, St. Ignatius High School, Fairview, Ohio. Kamaya to the middle. Oace. And the Pioneers will send it back out. Glasspolar trying to control. Ball at midfield. Pioneers with it. Far touchline. Right side. Corner. Cross. And a glancing headshot knocks it out of bounds. "30 minutes gone in the second half, approaching the 15-minute mark left to play. Pioneers with the corner kick. Header, firm one, front of the net. Goes to the near post and sails out of play. Back in the game for the Pioneers, number 3, their midfielder, Ian Yarwood. Yarwood, a senior. Washington and Vlasteris. This is Phillip with the ball on his left foot. Going to send it back. Man up the field. Ian's long kick to Oace. And the Pioneers going to get the ball back. Amir Oace, first year out of Pittsburgh, shady side of Canopy. 6'2". Amir is hard to miss on the soccer pitch. Washington, soft lead to Amir. Headshot missed. Stepping up is Guffey. Guffey with the steal, got knocked over. Spartans will keep it. Oda Kamaya will throw it in. He'll kick it in. Front of the box, Glasspolar and other Spartans moving, looking for position. Here's Kamaya's shot. Glancing header, sails over the net. So Oda had a real nice lead. Spartans had a good attempt. 2-0 Case Western. We've got 12:50 left to play. Charlie Wittenberg, far side touchline. Charlie rolling it over. Pioneers control. Glasspolar's in there too for the Pioneers, or for the Spartans rather. And they're going to send it all the way down, and Philip Washington's going to kick it back to his mate in goal, Stephen Villardo. Washington with it. Left foot, right foot. And Spartans are going to throw it in. Long throw in. Nice feed off the throw in. Ian Mans back to Velardo. Steven looks left and he goes to his left. He'll have it back. Try the right side. Mans will throw it in. Kamaya right side. Vlasteris. A waste back to Vlasteris. And the Pioneers will control. Washington gets it back. Mans with it. Vlasteris. Up to Kamaya in the middle. Spartans go far side. Apostolitis from the far left. Vlasteris had it, lost it. Trying to get it back. His teammate Ian Mans will control. Mans looking middle. Going to go right. Vlasteris tries to chase it in the corner, and beating him to the soccer ball will be Connor Harem. .847 left. Two players in for Marietta. It's number 10, Reggie Grayek. Reggie is senior midfielder from Shavertown, Pennsylvania. And for the Spartans, number 15, McLaren Baggett. Baggett, a junior forward. Canterbury School of Fort Myers in Cape Coral, Florida. Spartans with 2 goals, both in the first half, one at the 27-21 mark. It was Adam Pluschek who got the goal. Kyson Kroger with his first assist of the season. It was Pluschek's first goal. And then 2.5 minutes later, Kroger scored the goal, his 5th of the year, and Lucas Delakis assisted on it. That's Lucas's 3rd. That's where we stand. 80 minutes of soccer have been played, 82 of the 90 tonight. And all the scoring happened in a 2.5-minute stretch midway through that first period. Far side, Charlie Wittenberg. Ball on his left foot. Right footer, shot, and it's deflected. Boy, Charlie wound up, and he had a smoke show laser beam ready to roll, and it got deflected by a Pioneer defender. So the Spartans will have it. They'll have the corner kick. Oda Kamaya will do it. Activity in the front. Kamaya. And this one will be brought in by Andrew Stein. So that's Stein, and Marietta avoids that corner kick. 7 minutes left. Guffey in the middle. Flash Polar with some defense. Here come the Spartans. It was Chala, I think. Ball got caught up in between his legs as he rolled. Mans and Vlasteris, near side touchline. With the ball, spin is Kamaya. Now it's Washington. Here's Chala. Guffey and Washington. Spartans content just to control the soccer ball right now. 5:45 left. Flash Polar. Washington and Flash Polar in front of their own net. Kamaya up the field. Chasing is Charlie Wittenberg. And the Pioneers will have the soccer ball. Women's match follows. Case Western Reserve hosting Mount Union. The Spartan women on the year, 3 wins, no losses, 2 ties. Mount Union comes into the match 2 wins and 3 losses. That is next. We're inside 5 minutes left in this one. And short of a complete collapse, the Spartans are going to win their 4th match in 5. Their 2 goals in that first half made it 4 goals in a row for the Spartans. They, in the Stockton game that ended up a 3-2 win, they trailed 2-1. And then outscored the Osprey 2-0 in the final stages of that soccer match. So the 2 to tie the game and then to take the lead were followed by 2 in the first half today, and the Spartans have outscored their opponents 4 straight. Obviously, the goals are important, but the defense that has been played during that stretch has been outstanding. Coach Poe talked about the zonal defense that he likes his team to play. He said if the ball is in your area, you know, we'll be aggressive, we'll attack the ball, but we don't have people that are outside the area just chasing the soccer ball all over the field. He says we're real aggressive, you know, on our front foot. We don't sit back and wait when that ball gets into our area. But you won't see, you know, just defenders all over there following the ball. If you look at what they've done defensively this season, They gave up just a goal to Otterbein. Then they shut out Worcester. They shut out Lycoming. They gave up just a goal to Trine, and that goal came with 12 seconds left in the match. So that was almost another shutout. And they gave up 2 goals to Stockton, and that was, Coach Poe called it set-piece failures. There were 2 corner kicks for Stockton where, the Spartans are in a set piece defensively, and he said those were just failures on our part. 2 set-piece goals for our opponent, and short of that, it has been unbelievable defense all season long. This is Guffey. Ball on his foot. Flaspolar now with it. 2 minutes. Just about 2 minutes left. Chasing. Far touchline is that aggressive goalie, Andrew Stein from Marietta. Stein's had a pretty good second half. He has been under attack by the Spartan offense. Lesteris working the touchline with Ian Manns. Pioneers will have it. "57 seconds and counting left in this match. "30 seconds. Less than 10. Spartans on their way to their 4th match win in 5. And that is it. The clock has turned 0. Your final from DiSanto. Case Western 2, Marietta nothing. With the win, the Spartans improved to 4-2 on the season. They have won 4 of their last 5. And with the loss, Marietta drops to 2-4-1. The women's match is next. That is set to kick off at 7:30. That's about 30 minutes from now, right here from DiSanto Field. When you come back, the lights will be on. The sun will be set, and we'll have soccer from Case Western Reserve.